How to teach closed syllables. As our readers move from reading mostly single-syllable words to longer words, they need to be armed with strategies to help them break apart these longer words into smaller chunks. Otherwise, they may just guess at or even skip over longer words while reading. Learning the 6 syllable types can help our readers find common patterns they know in longer words. The 6 syllable types include closed syllables, open syllables, silent E syllables, R-controlled syllables, vowel team syllables, and consonant plus LE syllables. Sometimes these are called final stable syllables. We're going to start by focusing in on closed syllable words or vowel consonant, consonant vowel words because they're the most reliable. Now, your readers might be able to read short closed syllables like kit, hop, and tent. Those are just 3 examples. What makes a closed syllable is it needs to have one vowel followed by one or more consonants. The consonants close in the vowel. I like to tell kids it's like the consonant is a door that blocks the vowel from getting out. In a closed syllable, the vowel makes its short sound. You can hear the short I sound in kit. But how do you teach kids to look for closed syllables in longer words like these? In my years of teaching struggling readers, I found it's best to start teaching closed syllables in longer words that have double consonants in the middle, and a closed syllable in both the first and the second syllable, like in the word kitten. And we'll talk about this more in a minute. Now, once your learners can identify and divide words with double consonants in the middle, I like to move on to words like cobweb, which have 2 consonants in the middle, but they're different. And then, if you're able to teach the ER or the chunk to learners, this will widen the range of closed syllable words your readers can identify. Well, let's take a quick walk through the steps of teaching learners how to identify and read closed syllable words using the word kitten. You want to first start by asking your learners to look for the vowels in the word. You may ask them to lightly label them V for vowel. They could circle them possibly. They could even highlight them in red. Now you want to ask your learners, say, look in between the vowels. How many consonants do you see? And we're just interested in what's in between the vowels. In this word, there's 2 consonants. Now they can label them C for consonant, or they can even underline them. Closed syllable words are often called VC-CV for the vowel consonant consonant vowel pattern that you find in the middle of them. When you see that pattern, the word should be divided right between the 2 consonants. Once the longer word has been divided into 2 consonants, you want to encourage your readers to look at each syllable. Do they have a vowel that's closed in by one or more consonants? And in this case, yes, they're both closed. They both have a consonant on the end that closes in the vowel. And because they're both closed, the vowel will make the short sound in each syllable. Now we have kit, ten, which of course makes kitten. Once your learners grasp the idea of finding closed syllable words with the double letters in the middle, you want to challenge them to read words that have 2 consonants in the middle that aren't doubled, like in this word. Once again, you want to ask your learners to find the vowels first. They can lightly label them with the V above or circle the vowels. And then you're going to ask your learners to look in between the vowels. How many consonants do they see? And again, it's 2. And we have the VCCV pattern again. And when you see it, you know you're going to divide the word right between the 2 consonants. Again, you're going to ask your readers to look at each individual syllable. It's split in 2 now. Let's look at each syllable. And what do they notice? And again, we have 2 closed syllables. They're closed in by those consonants on the end. So we will have cob and web. Our vowels will make the short vowel sounds, cob, web, which makes cobweb. Now, if you feel your learners are really catching on to closed syllable words like kitten and cobweb, you can even sneak in the ER chunk on the ends of words, because this pattern is so common. Introducing words with the final ER will now allow you to practice closed syllable words with many more words. Now, in the word, you want to still have your learners find the vowels, and then look in between for the two consonants, and then divide the word between them. And in these words, or these ER words with the final ER, only the first syllable is truly going to be closed. Now, the last syllable, yes, it has a consonant, but it's an R. And the letter R plays by its own set of rules. And you're going to want to dive into R-controlled syllables later, but for now, you can just simply introduce the chunk and leave it at that. Now, there's one more quick thing I want to share about closed syllables. Sometimes there's going to be a word that has 3 consonants in between the vowels. What do you do with this? So you have a consonant pairs. Usually you're going to have consonant pairs within these 3 letters. So that might include blends and digraphs. And I like to tell kids blends and digraphs like to stick together. So in the case of this word, your T and your H is your digraph. The TH digraph is going to stay together to close in the first syllable. So you have bathtub. When you're teaching closed syllable words, here are a few things to remember. Words with closed syllable words will have the CVVC in the middle of the word, and you're going to divide between the 2 consonants. Vowels in closed syllable words will make their short sound. A, E, I, the short sounds. Now, I have some free printables on my blog that you can use to help your learners divide and read real and silly words or nonsense words with closed syllables. I also have a 6-syllable type interactive pack in my shop. Links to all these resources are in the description below. Thanks for joining me at This Reading Mama, where you'll find hands-on learning for home or school.